Please give it up right now for Brendan Creecy. What's up, Infinity Room? Give it up for Joe John. Give it up for all the comics you've seen. Oh man, my name's Brendan. I'm queer. I'm a bear. Grr. I didn't come out till I was 30 because I spent 18 years trying to pray the gay away and it didn't work. Where are my youth group kids at? Oh, there's so many of us here tonight. I'm sure our youth pastors will be very proud of us. I know mine is. He's cool. But yeah, I didn't come out till I was 30, and I came out by accident on a podcast. It was very 2010 of me. It was a True Blood podcast. Where are my Trubies at? I don't know if you remember it. It's the show on HBO where the vampires fucked each other. Yeah. And I couldn't stop talking about how much I wanted to fuck Alexander Skarsgård. Eric? Oh, yeah. He's my favorite. And I was talking so much about him to the point where my co-host was like, dude, Brendo, are you gay? And I was like, oh, shit. You got me. I am gay for Alexander Skarsgård and most dudes. So then, because tens of people listen to this show, I felt the need to tell my family I need to come out to my friends and family, so I did, except my mom, because she didn't know what a podcast was. And she still doesn't, so everybody just... Yeah. Yeah, I'm 43. Where my geriatric millennials at? Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm 43 because I was excited to get my CPAP mask in the mail. Where are my CPALs? Yeah. I'm on OHP. Where are my pores at? Oh yeah, hell yeah. So I think if you're not on OHP, thank you for the CPAP machine. I appreciate it. They gave me a mask that like cut my face up. It was like chafing my nose, and I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, well, we gave you the cheapest one. And I was like, of course you did, you're OHP. And so I was like, can I please have the second cheapest mask that doesn't cut my face up? And they're like, well, jump through these 8 flaming hoops of bullshit. And so I did, and they finally sent me the new mask, and now I can sleep comfortably, yeah. Still gay. Still gay. Yeah. I live in an old folks home. My mom's house. She's 74. We take care of each other. It's fine. It's fine. She makes me sandwiches. I make sure she doesn't burn the house down, leaving the oven on. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's fine. I keep telling myself it's fine because over 40% of millennials live with their parents. So I'm part of the 40% club. Yeah, I beat the odds. I beat those odds. It's great. I'm never gonna own a home. It's great. Just, yeah. I'm a proud sad boy. Where my sads at? It's Oregon. There's plenty of us. I got diagnosed with depression when I was 12. I know that sounds super young, but it was 1992. I was listening to a lot of Guns N' Roses, and I was writing the lyrics in my Trapper Keeper. And my mom found it. And she was like, oh no, my son is trapped in the cold November rain. We better lock him up. Thankfully, my dad swooped in and was like, slow your roll, Gil. Let's just get him some therapy. It's a lot cheaper, less traumatizing than the psych ward. He was right. I get new diagnosis every 10 years. 20 anxiety, 30 ADHD, 40 PTSD. I'm getting all the wrong letters. None of the good ones. No MBA, no PhD. Just smoking a lot of THC. I told you, on the 420 show. Yes. This is one of the other things I'm known for. Queer and smoking weed. But yeah, I even got diagnosed for the Asperger's once. This doctor had me take a test, and he's like, "You're right on the bubble for this, but you have so much other shit going on. We're gonna table it." And that was 20 years ago. So fuck. And then in the meantime, they removed Asperger's from the DSM-5 manual, and because that dude was a Nazi. So fuck Asperger's. These kids running around like, I'm an Asperger's kid. I'm like, no, you're not. You don't want to know what happened to those kids. But yeah, it's like you're on the spectrum now. Whoop-de-doo. You've seen comedians. Most of us are on the spectrum. And it's like, so what? You can't make eye contact that well. So what? You spend lots of money on WrestleMania tickets. Thousands of dollars. That's between me and Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr. It's WrestleMania right now. I should be watching it. Right now. Oh man, I can't stop giving that asshole money. Vince McMahon sucks. Don't look it up. It's gross. But he's bad, and I can't stop giving him money. And as a queer person, I now understand the Chick-fil-A conundrum. It's so good. Can't stop. But like, I should stop. Oh. I even once, I was having a manic episode, and I saw a commercial for WWE Fantasy Camp, so I took out a personal loan for $3,000 so I could go. Worth it! Thanks, depression. It was awesome. I went to Florida, I went to the WWE Performance Center, and I got there, and it was me and a Make-A-Wish kid and 8 rich dudes. So that was fun. R.I.P. to that kid. Oh. It was 7 years ago. What? I can't, sorry. And that's how long it took me to pay it off. But yeah, the first hour we just got to watch him work out, and I was like, this is worth $3,000. One of them even bench pressed me over his head. It was hot. And then I got to meet my favorite wrestler. I had breakfast with my favorite wrestler. His name's Shinsuke Nakamura. He's from Japan. He's rad. And he was like, Brendan, you don't look like a Make-A-Wish kid, and you don't seem like a rich dude. How did you get here? And I was like, I'm just a sad boy. And he's like, when I get sad, I go surfing. I don't spend a lot of money on trips. I'm like, that's nice, dude, but my dad surfed, and he's dead. And he's like, oh, shit, you are a sad boy. But yeah, as a sad boy, I'm on a lot of medications, sometimes too many. Antidepressants, baby. Call them my brain pills. And sometimes they do weird shit, and for a while, they all had the same label on them. It said, do not operate heavy machinery. And I thought they were talking about my grandpa's combine, or like a dump truck. But they just meant cars. So I may have crashed my car once, maybe 6 times. Yeah. And then my insurance company's like, you're done, dude. You're a busboy now, and not the kind that makes minimum wage. Well, you guys got good buses here in Salem, and it's fucking rough in Portland. I mean, they're nice to get around, but they just did a drug test on them. They drug tested the buses, and I don't know how, maybe with a special dipstick or something. But 75% of the buses tested positive for fentanyl, which seems low to me. Like, if you've ever ridden the bus in Portland, holy shit. But the 100% tested positive for meth, which is accurate. Again, if you've ever... which I learned, the truth about it is, now I learned that I have a drug problem. And I can't stop licking those seats, baby. Oh. But yeah, I play a game when I'm on the bus. I told you I smoke a lot of weed, and when I'm waiting for the bus, I smoke a joint. And if I'm waiting a long time, I smoke 2. And that's how I end up in deep southeast Portland, not knowing how I got there. And the game is get back. It's fun. Like I said, I am a bear. There are many kinds of bears out there. We all know about Cocaine Bear. But I have ADHD. Cocaine does not work on me. So I stay away. There's leather bears, but I'm allergic. There's muscle bears, but they're in the gym 24/7, so they don't have time for love. And I don't have time for them. So I'm what you call a gummy bear. Yeah, and like I said, I smoke a lot of weed, so if you eat me, I'm medicated. I will fuck you up. And if you're really lucky, pretty soon I'll be bouncing here and there and everywhere. Gummy bear, bouncing here and there and everywhere. I promise I'll try not to come in your hair. That's a Gen X song. I thought I was Gen X, and like I said, they told me, they're like, nah, dude, you're a geriatric millennial. I was like, fuck you. Fine. As a bear, I don't know if you're aware of this, but one of the bear dating apps is called Growler. There's also Scruff. And I got on Growler, and I have a gay Yoda. His name's Malcolm. He's my gay Yoda. He's like, gay or gay not? Maybe bi. That's my gay Yoda. But he told me the things to watch out for on Growler, and I didn't listen to him. Did not listen. First guy dated on Growler, he was a hugger. Loved hugging. To the point where he was squeezing me like one of those dolls where the eyes bug out. I'm just like, this guy likes hugging too much. Swipe left. No, thank you. Next guy, he was pretty hot. Because, like, you might as well call Growler, hey, you want some dick pics? It's a lot of dick pics. So I just kind of ignore him. But this dude sent me a dick pic, and I was like, proceed. And he was like, hey, Brenda, I'd like to go down on you sometime. And I'm like, oh, proceed. And he's like, yeah, when I'm going down on you, I want you to take your belly, take the fupa, and just drop it on my head over and over again. And I was like, what the fuck? Uninstall. Like I said, I live with my mom. She's 74. She's 30 years sober. Yeah. Boring. It's fine. She's fun. She's great. She doesn't drink, and it's fine. But she used to be a real party animal, and when she was having me, she claimed she wasn't doing anything, but it was the 70s, and also alcoholic. I call bullshit. Also, I have a birth defect. I have cerebral palsy. This is as far as I can extend my arm. I used to blame my mom, and it turned out I was wrong. It was forceps. They used forceps on my head, which is a thing they did until the mid-90s, until they realized, hey, maybe using metal clamps on babies' heads is bad. Took them till the 90s to figure that out. Doctors are stupid. It's fun growing up, being the asthmatic, gay, cerebral palsy kid. It's real fun. You know, getting called gay-tarded is just like, it just fucking sticks in your head as a kid. I hate both of those. I hate, like, people would really, like, mix it up, like, fag-tard, tard-fag. Like, just as every kind of amalgamation of those slurs you could find. So now I'm just, like, viscerally, like, I hate them. And so growing up was fun. But I did medal 7 times. I got 7 gold medals in the 1995 San Diego Paralympics. So, yeah. I beat one kid. There was one kid in my division because we were the least handicapped. They had me run around a room, and they were like, "Yeah, you look pretty fucked up. You can compete with us." And this kid Ryan was a real asshole. He was like a disabled bully kid. I don't know why he was so mean. But he's like, I'm gonna beat you, and I was like, okay. And then I kicked his ass. He was terrible. And I won 7 gold medals, and it just makes me happy knowing, because he's like a lifetime Paralympian. He's won hundreds of gold medals. And on his wall, there's 7 silver medals. And he just looks at it and is like, fuck that guy. I hope he's looking at him right now. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good at night. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. My name's Brendan.